Newline, one of the questions we get a lot is we want to be able to have interactive calendars. I get that a lot during training. I get a lot of people asking, how do I make an interactive calendar work with the panel? I don't always want to have my computer hooked up because maybe I'm doing some last minute emails or attendance and all that kind of great stuff. What's one of the easiest ways to go ahead and have an interactive calendar ready for my students first thing in the morning? So we're so glad you asked. I am going to show you creating an interactive calendar on the fly through Newline Engage. I'm actually accessing this through the browser on the home screen. Of course, you could do the same thing if you wanted to run the app natively on the panel. And then of course, you can always do stuff from your primary computer. But for this instance, a lot of times, like I mentioned, folks are still catching up on some last minute stuff for their computers and getting their days going. So they may not be hooked up yet. So all I did was I imported a picture of a blank calendar, literally just went into calendar Google search and found a blank calendar. When you're working on your panel, in order to download an image off the internet, if there is something that you wanted, you just have to do a press and hold. It's the same thing as doing a right click with a mouse. And I would download my image. This first line here is where you would actually enter in the name. So this is going to, let me move this over because this would be the second calendar. Let me get this going. There we go. So go ahead and do that. And we'll do calendar 2. So we'll just do Cal 2. So that way I know what this is. I'm downloading that file. And I'll show you in a moment where you can pull that in. New page, want to bring something in. Again, I'm running this straight from the panel. So anything that I have downloaded to the panel or accessible, I can actually import directly into my Engage Cloud platform, or if I have it connected to some sort of cloud drive as well. So you got a couple of different options, but I'm going to go ahead and just grab my upload folder. And I'm going to upload from computer. In this case, the computer is actually, so all I have to do is hit that, and I just downloaded that file. So I'm going to go into files. There is my calendar 2 image. I just have to click it and it imports right in. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pop back to the one that I've already created. But now you can see how I kind of got that background lickety split, so that way I can make this happen for my students. So with this, I just resized it to make it easy to see for everybody on camera here. And of course, now if we want to fill things in, I just used under the text box here, the click and type, made all of my options, which was fantastic. And then what I also did is over on the right side in your gizmos and widgets area, I went into gizmos and I grabbed some of the weather icons. So I just scrolled down to weather and just grabbed a couple of options. All you have to do is click on whatever you want. It's going to pop right into the panel here. So it'll be on your page. But now if my students want to come over and guess, put the month in. And this we can save. I can clear it for the next class, or, just kind of depending on what grade, how often you're going to be using this within a day. But you can lock things as you go around on. So if you wanted your students to fill in each day, you could lock each day. And then as they move on, you can have more mobile parts, whatever it may be, but they can go ahead and they can grab all of these different days and start filling in the calendar. So there's a lot of different options for students to actually come up and work with this content and make it something that they can be actively engaged in as you have conversations about time and calendars and weather and, all of the different seasons and what that means. So hopefully that was a little helpful for you. To move these, again, all I did was hit the move and resize button. So if I wanted to, I can make any of these very large if I want to. But once you click the move and resize, your students could come up and grab, whatever it is, and move it around and make it as big as they want to as they pull it into the calendar. But if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Hopefully that at least kind of gets you going on the right foot on how to make live interactive calendars using your Newline Engage platform on your Newline panel.